All right, Canes fans, I'm going to go ahead and warn you that out of the three things we're going to talk about in this video, the first one is true and confirmed. However, the final two things are just rumors right now. That's it. But I do think that it's important to talk about them because if they do end up becoming true and happening, it's quite upsetting, at least for me personally. I think a lot of other Miami fans would not be happy about it, but I'm just letting you know that it's the off season and it's just rumors right now. What's going on, Canes fans? Spring football is getting closer and closer. So just a quick reminder that if you want to stay up to date with everything going down this spring, make sure that you hit that subscribe button. So the first thing I want to talk about that is in fact true is David Cooney, who has worked at Miami since 2017, is expected to be hired as the new wide receivers coach at Bowling Green. He will also be the pass game coordinator as well. This move makes a lot of sense because he will now get to be a full-blown position coach. He's been sort of working his way up the ladder. He spent several seasons with Miami as a quality control analyst and then worked his way up to director of recruiting. This is a guy that's very well respected in the South Florida area and is well known within the community. Now, his last two seasons, at least, his primary role was wide receivers analyst. So again, you can see how this just makes a ton of sense. He's worked his way up. It's a big accomplishment for him to accept a job as an official wide receivers coach. So I'm not mad about the move, not upset, honestly happy for him, and would like to congratulate David Cooney on the move. So Cooney, my man, we appreciate everything that you did at Miami. This is a guy who survived multiple coaching changes. So I think that says a lot about him. And hopefully he finds some success over at Bowling Green. So on to the rumors. If you couldn't tell, I was pretty quick there at the beginning because I wanted to get to this part and discuss it. There are a lot of rumblings swirling around that wide receivers coach Kevin Beard might be on the way out. Now, I'm not going to pretend like that I know any of the specifics right now, and you have to listen to me when I say this. You've got to understand that it is strictly, purely just a rumor right now. And you know how that can be on social media. These things spread like wildfire, and then, somebody says something and it gets taken out of context, and then it just blows up, way out of proportion, and sometimes, but not all the time, ends up not being true. And I understand that there's going to be some people that leave comments, and they're still going to leave those comments, and it's okay. But they're going to say, why bring it up or even talk about it at all if it's just a rumor? It's super easy to answer. Number one, we don't shy away from rumors or drama on this channel. I love discussing the hot topics. And obviously, a coach potentially leaving, especially this late, right, with spring and things coming up, is a very hot topic. And I mean, number two, the most obvious one, a rumor is only a rumor until it's not. There were rumors about Cam Ward whenever that was happening. There were rumors about Carson Beck, and people called a lot of other people crazy whenever they were discussing that. I have heard that it's potentially some sort of contract issue with maybe not renewing Kevin Beard's contract, but I don't know if there's any truth to that. There are some people that are well plugged in people that have floated around the idea of it being fact, that it could potentially happen, but these things are also pretty fluid. Like it changes, and it could be something where maybe it is true. Maybe there is some sort of conflict there with Kevin Beard's contract. Maybe things aren't set in stone right at this moment, and that changes later tonight or tomorrow. And you never really hear about it because they don't want to air that stuff out, put it out there, because he ended up getting all of it figured out. But I want to bring it up because it's just something to keep in the back of your mind, to keep an eye out if you see more things popping up online, that something like that could happen. There's no reason to jump online and start pointing fingers at KB or Mario Cristobal or anybody on the staff yet, because nothing may come of this. I hope that Kevin Beard stays on the staff. You know, when Uncle Luke put out that tweet and that blew up on the internet whenever he was criticizing him, I made an entire Walking and Venting episode pretty much defending Kevin Beard. So obviously I'm a big fan of the guy, and I would like to retain, you know, a lot of the position coaches on the offensive side of the ball, because you've got some consistency there with Dawson coming back another year with this offense. So I think it would be very important for multiple reasons, you know, game day, recruiting, all that stuff. I would love for Kevin Beard to stay, and I would think that he probably does, and I would hope that he does. Maybe it's just me trying to will it into existence. But man, spring is very close. So if a move was going to happen, if it was someone hitting the door and heading out, it would probably happen soon. So just keep an eye on it. And oh yeah, the last rumor. Florida fans are currently clowning Canes fans on social media because there is a big rumor floating around that Will Harris might be considering going to the NFL instead of finalizing everything and coaching here at Miami. We just did a live stream this past Friday night breaking down the full official finalized staff for Miami, and Mario Cristobal swooping in and stealing Will Harris from the Florida Gators to help coach the DBs with Etheridge was just the icing on the cake. This was not going to say a home run hire, because you got to actually come to Miami and do something before I'm going to say you're a home run hire, but should be considered probably a pretty big time hire. Gator fans were very upset. This is a guy they did not want to lose. I mean, this is somebody who puts on pads at practice sometimes and lets the players hit him. So, you know, I don't know if he's just a little bit crazy, which is a huge plus for me, or he's just that dedicated and into his position in the game. He obviously cares a lot about it and the players. He's a great recruiter. But anyways, none of that will really matter if this rumor ends up becoming true, which is that he has not officially put pen to paper yet, which I do believe is true. I don't think that they finalized everything. All the behind-the-scenes stuff, you know, all the things that have to be signed and things that need to happen for the hiring process to be complete, you know, expected to be hired is typically what's said. This guy's expected to be the DB coach, expected to put pen to paper. But you've not seen an official statement from the University of Miami yet, because those things have not been fully finalized just yet. And again, it's really popping up all over the place that maybe he is getting some offers from the NFL and that he's heavily considering that. It could just be disgruntled Florida Gator fans, because obviously, you know, they're pissed off. They were very upset about losing the guy, and maybe they're just trying to stir the pot. They're still butthurt over it, over losing the guy. There is a chance that it could happen. Again, there's no reason to run back here and be like, man, Coop, nothing ever happened with that. I know it's just a rumor, and if he does put pen to paper, you will never hear anything about him considering going to the NFL. And even if he was, I wouldn't be mad at him. You always leave the door open and explore, you know, your options. This is this guy's career. It's his life. So I wouldn't blame him at all. But I just like I did with the Kevin Beard rumor, I want to put it out there because I want to say that I hope he comes to the Miami Hurricanes. Of course, the team that I care about, the staff that I want to see improved is the team that works for that logo right there. The staff that's put together by Mario Cristobal that works to improve the Miami Hurricanes. And I think that Will Harris will be a great addition. So I hope that the guy decides to not go to the NFL and he does, in fact, come to Miami. So let me know your thoughts. Again, I know this was a bit of a rumor mill video, but let's be honest. At the time of filming this video, it's February 17th. It's the off season. The off season is rumors and hypotheticals. That's pretty much all it is, which is why I get so excited when spring arrives. It's why I'm always pumped once August rolls around, because we can actually talk some real football. It doesn't have to just be the rumors and the hypotheticals and stuff. But I do think it's important to discuss them. Let me know if you have heard anything about Kevin Beard or Will Harris. I'm constantly scouring the internet and looking for things to see if any information has popped up. And let me know how you would feel about either one of those guys potentially not being with Miami. Will Harris never even actually officially coming here, and Kevin Beard possibly leaving. So let me know. Maybe I'm in the minority. I don't think I am, but I think most Canes fans would be upset about it. And again, if rumors aren't your thing, I totally get it. It's no big deal. Just you can click the dislike button and move on. But I still enjoy discussing these things. It's still relevant to Miami Hurricanes football. But bro, I hope that it's just a bunch of nasty rumors on social media and nothing ever happens with it, because I want both those guys to be on the staff, KB to stay and Will Harris to come on in. So anyways, remember though, guys, we're all one big happy college football family, but at the end of the day, I gotta say, it's always better when you get to rep the U. Coach Coop, peace out. I'll see y'all in the next one.